Welcome everyone. My name is Eric from MTM.Design. In today's session, we are doing a product knowledge session with Luke from Dormeuil. Luke is going to talk about what Dormeuil is, the spring and summer collection, and we're also launching the Luxury Essentials, which is a collection, a selection, of fabrics that are currently available at the maker. So go ahead, Luke.
Merci, Eric. Let's talk about what makes Dormeuil unique when you compare Dormeuil to many of the other wonderful fabrics that are also available through MTM. My boss is a gentleman called Dominic Dormeuil. He owns the company. There are no shareholders. Why is that good news for you? It's good news for you because there is no reverse engineering through the production process to save money. The intention at the House of Dormeuil at the start of every season is to find the very best ingredients in the world and make the most luxurious, beautiful fabrics as a result. And then we figure out what we need to sell it for to make money. We don't consider a market for a $50 a yard fabric and then reverse engineer that fabric to make a margin. That's just not the way we do business. What that delivers to you is an exquisite cloth that's driven and made luxurious through this family passion and pride. Dominic's son, Victor, has now joined the company, so this is the 6th generation member of the Dormeuil family. Dominic's great-great-grandfather, Jules Dormeuil, was the first man to import British milled fabrics into Europe for the haute couture designers and tailors. And since 1842, now 180 years ago, Dormeuil is known throughout the world for making the best fabric in the world. We mill most of our fabric in England, some of it's milled in Italy, and we finish our fabrics with Yorkshire water, the best water. pH neutral, no acid, no alkaline. You get pure, soft Yorkshire water in the finishing. Talking about the process, at every step of the process, there are decisions made, whether to make something mediocre, i.e. just doing the bare essentials, making something adequate, meaning better than just mediocre, but it will do the job, or magnificent. At Dormeuil, we choose magnificent at every step of the process. From the selection of the fiber, whether it be white Alishan cashmere, whether it be Patagonian merino that we use in our tonic wool and our eco fabric, New Zealand merino, Australian merino. We're only using fiber from the neck and the flank of the animal. It's the filet mignon of the clip. So while all of the fiber on that individual animal would be recognized as a certain super count, which is just a measurement of the diameter width of the fiber, the super count doesn't tell you about the length of the fiber, the strength of the fiber, the color, i.e. is it dirty from under the belly, and the crimp, which is the frizz factor, the consistency of the crimp of the wool. So the super count doesn't tell you any of that. When you look at a 15.7, a Super 160s from Dormeuil, it feels like a 180s or 200s. Why? Because it's long filament fiber. It's not short filament. So when it's spun into yarn, those yarns are very, very fine and very strong, and we're able to weave the fabric very tightly. The next part of the process, once we've selected these long filament fibers, is the dyeing process. And there are 3 types of dyeing process. The first being piece dyed, and that's when a white fabric, which has already been woven in the natural color of the wool, is dyed. And it comes out and it could be this blue, it could be navy, it could be green, it could be pink. And this is what Uniqlo, Club Monaco, the fast fashion houses use because it's very efficient, it's cheap, and it's fast. The next level of quality is yarn dyeing. And yarn dyeing is where that white ecru colored merino is spun into yarn, and then that pre-spun yarn is dipped into a dye batch, and it comes out blue, green, whatever color you want. And that's going to give you a fabric, once it's set up on the loom, that's better color fastness, better color consistency. It takes a bit longer though. Piece dyeing takes a week, yarn dyeing takes a month. What we do at Dormeuil, because we want it to be magnificent, is we top dye. We dye the fiber and then color blend the fiber into yarn, using up to 16 colors in a single ply, and then weaving the fabrics 2 plies in the warp, 2 plies in the weft, potentially 64 colors, even though that's not usually the case. They're usually accent colors. The only way to create complex, extraordinary, magnificent fabric with magnificent color is top dyeing. And that's what you get from Dormeuil. From the dyeing process, we then set up the loom and we weave our fabrics, as I said, 2-ply warp, 2-ply weft, very, very densely. There's more picks, there's more ends when you compare a Dormeuil fabric to fabric from other mills. Why do we go to all this trouble? Because that's how you make magnificent fabric. If you compare it to a single ply weft, which is very much the style of a lot of Italian mills, including door silk, which is what I'm wearing, and there's a reason for that, good for jacketings and good for jacketings with silk. But when you compare a 2-ply warp, 2-ply weft fabric to a fabric with a single ply in the weft, you have 25% more stuff in the fabric. A lot of mills weave with a single ply weft because it makes the fabric feel nice and soft and drapey. But over time, that fabric will have less dimensional stability. It will have less crease resistance, which is the fabric's ability to avoid being creased. And it will have less crease recovery, which is the fabric's ability to, once it has been creased, to remove those creases on their own. All of these things at every single step of the process go into making Dormeuil cloth magnificent. And the finishing process, using Yorkshire water, we finish our fabric multiple times on the right side as well as the reverse side, whereas the majority of mills just finish the fabric once on the right side. Dormeuil fabrics are made by us with Dormeuil DNA. You're not going to open up different books and see the same fabric, which you do from a lot of mills that merchandise and curate fabric from different sources. And you'll be flicking through the books. Oh, I've seen that in the other collection. Oh, I've seen that in that other collection, because they're buying and selling from different mills. At Dormeuil, you're only looking at fabric that is designed and woven by the House of Dormeuil. Let's move on to spring 2022. Hamptons. We have a new collection of uber casual chic fabrics. If you go to Belluti, if you go to Prada, if you go to Stefano Ricci, if you go to Bijan, if you go to Brioni, they are all selling jeans at $1,200. These jeans are made typically with nice double dip Japanese denim. If you look on the market, this is no trade secrets. If you source Japanese double dip denim, very nice, 100% cotton, it's usually around sort of $55, $65 a yard. These are denims at 5 times the price. Extraordinary. 100% worsted wool denim, milled in England with Yorkshire water finish. It's extraordinary. It's uber luxury. You have the opportunity to sell jeans at a similar price, but elevate the level of luxury in the fabrication 5-fold. You're also able to make a pair of jeans fit properly. You're also able to do the contrast stitching, all of those customized points that make your garment unique and a one-of-a-kind piece of art for your customer. With Hamptons, the new collection, you've got myriad combinations of wool and linen. Wool and linen that feels light, has that beautiful breathability, but doesn't crease like linen. You have washable, so you can make beautiful shirts, heavy shirts, or jackets, trousers, suits. You've got a collection of 3-dimensional jacketings where the fabric looks like knitwear, but doesn't perform like knitwear in terms of losing its dimensional stability over time. Everyone talks about the Lululemon suit. Looks fantastic. I have a pair of Lululemon pants. They look great when you walk out of the store. 6 months later, color bleed, lose their shape. They look old. With 3D, you've got a woven fabric that has that dimension, it has that texture, it has that three-dimensional look, but it's woven. So the makers will be able to make it up, and you'll have a jacket that has that dimensional stability and will look new for the life of the garment. You've also got a group of jacketing fabrics in there, some composite that you can combine Glen plaids with semi-plains. You can really have a field day with Hamptons. It's all about casual, chic luxury. Imagine a beach setting in Montauk, going to lunch, looking chic. These are the fabrics that make those garments. Think about uber luxury, my bomber jacket, a good case in point. Gentlemen who drive a $250,000 car and wear a $100,000 watch, they don't want a deal. They want to wear luxury. They want to wear something beautiful. They want to wear something magnificent. I can go to Old Navy and I can get a bomber jacket, $65. This is a $2,500 bomber jacket. It's special. I love wearing it. It feels cool. That is the product we're offering our customers. Something special, something unique, something they can't get else, that's uniquely made to their image, because we're all in the business of elevating our client's image in a unique way with unique, exclusive luxury fabrics. And Dormeuil delivers that. From Hamptons, we go to Celebration. So Celebration is this collection of fabrics for charity events, awards evenings, fundraisers, all of these events that haven't happened for the last 2 years. So as well as the wedding season, Celebration gives you these collections of lurex, beautiful fabrics. You've got real gold, real platinum pinstripes. You can see it here. Tartans, jacquard weaves, paisleys. You'll often see sublimated prints on fabrics, acetate, viscose, these kinds of things to make these fancy fabrics. At Dormeuil, with the Celebration collection, these are the real thing. This is what those sublimated printed fabrics try to look like, because they're very expensive to make these jacquard weaves. At Dormeuil, you don't have to worry about this. Let's try and cut corners and make something that looks kind of expensive, that's kind of cheap to make. This is the real stuff. Exclusive luxury. We typically make 3 to 4 70-yard bolts of each of these designs. So there's enough fabric in the world for 70 suits, 70 suits in the world. Real exclusive luxury at the very, very top end of the quality spectrum. That's what you're delivering your customer when you deliver Dormeuil. I know you have to get the fit right, which is the hard part. You have to style it. But if you get the fit right, style it right, use MTM on the manufacturing, and choose Dormeuil fabric, you can't do any better than that. You've done your customer the best service you can do, elevating their image with the best fabric in the world. Finally, we'll talk about Imperial Jade and La Corsette. And as Eric will mention, he's put my contact details. Please feel free to call out to me anytime you want more detail on the specific qualities that we have. La Corsette being a cashmere and silk jacketing fabric that you can make a full suit out of, and Imperial Jade being a very special long filament, very white fiber from New Zealand and finished with Pounamu stone. But let's talk about something very practical in this world that we're living in. This is a collection that Eric and I put together. Actually, Eric did most of the work. Fast track luxury essentials. This really addresses the current situation with many, many different challenges in the production process. There's holdups in supply chain right across the world, whether it's FedEx, UPS, DHL, it doesn't matter. They're all dealing with the same situation. The last time I flew over San Francisco harbor, there were 100 container ships in the harbor, 100 full of containers, backlogged. This is the reality of the world we're living in. With this new initiative from MTM, we've created a fast-track luxury essentials. In the advertising world, they always joke that good, cheap, fast. Pick two. You can never have all three. With MTM, you've got something at an extremely good price. It's fast, and it's the best fabric in the world. So we're almost snubbing our noses at the advertising people, because you really do have an opportunity with this collection to get something fast, beautiful, luxury at the top end of the quality spectrum, and at a very, very good price. So MTM has taken stock on board to hold at the factory, to speed up the production process, and to make sure that you're not at the whim of the supply chain challenges of the world right now. Within this collection, you've got a beautiful forest green, a solid forest green, which is good for a suit or a jacket. If one of your customers wants to switch it up just a little bit, that dark forest green jacket is a really nice piece to gain a bit more confidence in wearing something custom. And across the room, it still reads like a navy jacket. You've got a beautiful forest texture in here for a jacket. You've got dark navy, good for a jacket or for a full suit. You've got French blue for a stronger suit. All of these are ideal for wedding parties. Every single one of these fabrics can outfit an entire wedding party, and you can have the fabric ready for you at the factory straight away when you take the order. You've got navy, you've got midnight navy, super dark navy. For a gentleman who's investing in a wardrobe for the first time, dipping their toe in custom clothing, a midnight navy from Dormeuil is a great piece of wardrobe for that person to have. He can wear it to a wedding, to a funeral, to a bar mitzvah, whatever the occasion is. He can wear it to the Oscars, but he also has a suit he can wear to work. With our midnight navies, remember it's top dyed, so there's anthracite, there's navy, there's black in there, all of these complex colors. We say it looks expensive because it is expensive. It's expensive fabric. It's expensive to make this fabric. So you're delivering something that is very expensive looking, but at a very good price for you. It's a wonderful margin opportunity. We've also got light gray, a melange gray, a charcoal, and a black. So between trousers, here's a quick overview. Between trousers, tuxedos, black or navy, jackets, full suits, your fast-track luxury essentials delivers that quality very fast at an excellent price. I think I'm at 26 minutes, and we wanted to do this within half an hour. Eric will also forward to you a PowerPoint presentation that I've put together that goes through the production process and gives you a resource to go back and review the material we've covered today. But please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm here to look after you. Our partnership with MTM is something that we've created so that you can get on with selling beautiful luxury garments, and we'll be there behind you. We're your resource to stand behind your brand, to elevate your brand so that you can deliver the best garments to your customers.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Luke. That was inspiring and enlightening as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Eric. Take care, everyone.